Billy Joel. In a New York state of mind.
Damn right.
Billy effing Joel.
Billy effing Joel. That is the genius. That is Michael Rapaport. And I've got information on a bunch of his shows coming up. I'll let him tell you that. And, of course, you've got Cory Zelnik, the real estate mogul, here every Friday. What do these guys have in common? Well, they're both Jewish. They both made a good amount of money in their careers. But most importantly, they're diehard Knicks fans. You've had Courtside season tickets for how long?
Coming up on about 20 years.
20 years, Courtside tickets. And Rap, of course, you can go any game you want. So
Not as much as I used to. You know, I had a little. I don't get the freebies on the wood anymore
because you're Jewish.
No,
that's why.
No,
stop telling people you're Jewish.
But the Knicks. I mean, 2 games to nothing.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, 3:30, the Garden will be eaten.
Yeah, we need to. I don't even want to hear this. Let me tell you why. Okay, because months ago, both of you bastards, and my son, my angel son.
Right, I was talking to your son about this.
Yeah, we were at the one Israel fund, and I'm going. I don't know, man. I think with Towns and Bridges, we can. No. Listen, we're good. We're not Boston.
Right.
We're not Cleveland. Cleveland is on their way out. Indiana's going to beat them. Right. And now we're up 2 games to nothing. So do you guys want to apologize for making fun of me?
Well, how do you feel right now? Do you are you saying we're winning the championship and now like you're doing like a reverse curse? Like what's happening?
We're not winning. Dave Portnoy told me we're not going to win. What? Now, wow, you hate Dave Portnoy.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's doing good. I'm glad he's...
Have you been on Barstool Sports?
Yes.
And how is it?
I have. I mean, it's a great company.
Yeah.
I have a little history over there.
Yeah, I know about that. That's why I brought it up.
You trying to get more quotes out of this? I got enough problems. But I really respect and appreciate what how he's handled that ridiculous situation at a club. Let's say a disco, a bar.
It was his bar.
Even at a bar, you're at a bar. You should be trying to get with girls, get with guys. Have a good time, dance, cha-cha-cha, have a drink. And out of all the things you could put on a sign is F the Jew. Out of all the things you could think of on a Saturday night when you're partying in your 20s, that's what you think of?
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is insane.
Should have gone with Go Celtics.
Right, something. So give me, I'll go to both of you. Cory, I'll start with you. It is 2-0. Just unbelievably dramatic wins, down by 20 in both.
Twice.
Yeah. So at 2-0, are you confident? Are you cautiously optimistic? How would you describe your mood?
I'm more than cautiously optimistic. I mean, we really showed them something. You know, the defense of Thibodeau that we looked for all season long really just came out. It really hadn't been there. We were very low on the rankings in terms of defense, but we locked them down.
Yeah, 3 guys specifically: Anunoby, Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson. Yeah,
just don't let him shoot free throws.
He's too tall to shoot free throws.
Too tall, right? So, do you share the same confidence level, or are you more confident?
No, I feel very, very good. Listen, if you read my text chain in the third quarter of Game 1, you'd be like, we're done. This is disgusting. We can't score. And we turned it around. And I was kind of feeling the same way in Game 2. Lo and behold, we're up 2-0. Now, I'm not going to the hardware store to get the broom yet.
Not yet.
However, Saturday, tomorrow, 3:30.
That's right.
If we win the game
at 6:30, I'll see you at Rainbow Hardware on First Avenue.
Boom. And no disrespect to the chain stores. I'm not going to CVS, Rite Aid. If you're going to get your broom, go to an old school where they got the thick wood, like the stick ball bat wood with the bristles on the broom that you could sweep inside and the street with.
Right.
And Game 4, if the Knicks are up 3, bring those brooms to the Garden.
You are really good.
That would be
way
sick.
ahead of yourself.
But the thing is that.
But let me give you this scenario, which I know you don't want to think about, but it's not like the Knicks went to Boston and won by 25 each game. They did a great job in the fourth quarter both times, came back from deficit and won. What if the Knicks, they are 5.5-point underdogs. What if they lose tomorrow?
Then it's 2 games to 1.
Then the series is over.
Oh,
no.
Please.
No.
Please.
No. Please. Listen, we're going to make it competitive. I think that we are going, we put the feet, they're scared. They're
you
playing
think they're
like they're
scared?
Boston right now, when you're
scared,
you're down 2-0 going to New York, going on the road. You're not feeling fantastic.
I'll give you that. Not feeling fantastic, but this is a team that just won the championship, and they did beat the Knicks 4 times in a row during the regular season.
Regular schmegular.
Doesn't matter.
This is
we're in their head. We're in their head.
You think so?
I sat here with you every single week, and you kept telling me we lost to Boston 4 games, we lost to OKC, we lost to
said
Cleveland.
that to me. We can't win.
We can't win. But now it's playoff time, and we're up 2.
Two games to nothing. 2 nights
0.
in Boston.
Let me tell you
that sounds like a porno movie.
No, I think I've seen it.
Softcore. 2
twice.
nights in Boston.
I think I've seen it. Joseph Abboud is a dear friend of mine, the greatest men's fashion designer ever, and your friend as well.
Yep.
He's a Boston fan. And he said, before you start celebrating, let me remind you that in 2004, the Yankees were up 3-0 on the Red Sox. And who won, Rapaport?
I don't know, Joseph. He sounds like a great guy. You're talking about 2004. You're talking about, like, this is decades ago, my man. And yes, we are haunted by that. The Knicks and the Celtics this is not a rivalry.
Right, exactly.
But like I said in that little rant, Knicks Celtics is bigger and beyond just basketball. It's really Boston, New York.
That's right.
We don't like them. They don't like us. I don't care if it's lacrosse, soccer, track and field, the Bruins, the Yankees, the Mets, the Red Sox. They don't like us. We don't like them. They think their city's cool. We are the greatest city in the world. New York City, with all its flaws, greatest city in the world.
Hold on a second.
This is my guy.
I know.
This is my guy.
You guys should be brothers.
No disrespect to Boston.
No, let me just remind you of a text you sent me, Mr. Greatest City in the World. I was in Israel, minding my own business. My phone pops, Michael Rapaport. So I'm thinking Rap is going to say to me, how's Israel? Congratulations on Trump. No, here's exactly what you said, Mr. New York's the greatest city in the world. Mayor Eric Adams is a scumbag.
Yeah.
Why did you say that day? What happened?
Prompted me to say that was last week he was at a press conference or his weekly briefing, as a mayor should do, and he said, we cut through the red tape and we've made call to prayers legal in New York City on Friday. And immediately I thought about him saying we cut through the red tape. You cut through the red tape to make call to prayers legal in New York City, yet within the last 24 hours, yesterday, they're still running around our city with masks like it's Halloween, covering their faces, harassing, chasing, threatening Jews all over the place. You know that you can't go to Game 3 with your season tickets with your face wrapped up? They won't let you in the garden with one of these face coverings.
Of course not.
Okay, but you could run around the city for 19 months, the same amount of time that our hostages are still in there. So when you talk about cut through the red tape, and I asked Mayor Adams, he said, Kathy Hochul, it's Kathy Hochul, it's Kathy. Well, then cut through the red tape.
Right.
It's when we talk about the greatest city in the world, New York state of mind, all the fabulous things about New York, the fact that this is happening, 19 months, you could run around, chase Jews, take over buildings, all by covering your face, all getting away with it, covering their faces. It's not the greatest city on the planet when that happens.
Right.
It's not the greatest city on the world when you could beat up a cop and then the next day you're free on bail. You're not a citizen and you're walking out of the jail like Tupac.
That's
it's
right.
crazy.
No, and the prayers you're talking about were not Hasidic Jews singing a Dono Lum.
No,
it's Muslim prayers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, really, Mr. But he loves the Jews. But Adams loves the Jews.
He loves
right?
the Jewish. He loves the Jews' money.
He loves
Exactly.
the
He
Jews'
loves
money.
the Jews' money.
That's what he loves.
We
now,
gotta
you've never
stop playing
donated
games with him.
No.
Have you ever donated to Mayor Adams?
Absolutely not.
Did you like him at any point?
No.
Never. Not
No,
from
I
day
didn't
one.
want him to win in the first place.
No, you didn't.
But
Okay.
my friends of mine, real estate people that I know, threw fundraisers for him, and I would not go.
Yeah, you're smart. You're a smart New Yorker. So, what is security going to be like tomorrow? After Rapaport's point, at the Garden for this game, I think it's got to be.
They have strong security. They've
they
had
don't
it for
play.
a long time. It's no joke. Everybody's through a metal detector and the whole nine.
What time would you get there for a 3:30 tip?
You're only allowed in an hour before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Will you get there at 2:30? Like,
Yeah.
what's your pregame ritual for a game
You know
like
what
this?
he goes to the fancy Delta Club.
No, but I know if he's going to go to. I mean, he's got season tickets, so he's not like a newbie.
No,
Do you go
he got
2:30?
the
This is a
Delta
big
Club.
game.
But he's got the Delta Club.
Yeah, I know. And
He gets free sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got nice food in there.
Right. He was
Delta Club got good food.
This guy was complaining about the menu last week, at the Delta Club.
I don't like the food.
No, but I go. I told you before. I've been taking my daughter for years, so we're going to go to the game. We like getting there at 2:30. We eat our food. We enjoy ourselves.
Get ready.
We get ready.
Emotionally ready.
I try to explain it to my wife. She doesn't get that.
No.
She's like,
So-
we'll get there.
So you know what
There's
you
an
do?
hour.
And before the game, if you're in that club, sometimes Clyde Frazier's walking around. You get to talk to him. Or Mike Breen. Are you going tomorrow?
No. No.
This is a shine.
No, that's all right. I was at a game, game 5 versus Detroit.
You
Let's get past tomorrow. Going to the game, I love it, but there is something about 83 inches of good loving on the wall, with the TV and the air conditioning.
Well, the other thing is with you is you're such a huge star, and I mean this sincerely. You're a huge star. It's got to be a little annoying. Like, you want to watch the game. You're a real fan. You're a real fan. You want to watch the game. You got some jerk off sitting next to you. Hey, Mike, what was it like doing that movie with De Niro? I just want to watch the game.
That's not the issue. That's not the issue. Listen, if I could get back on the wood, get back on the wood, next to Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong and Benson. But that was taken away with me after the Charles Oakley incident.
And I'm going to try to help him get back.
He can help you. You know that Tracy Morgan threw up on his shoes.
That's funny. That was. Listen, I love Tracy Morgan, but when you throw up, you got to at least get a couple of games taken away from you.
Exactly.
I just, I was upset about the Charles Oakley incident.
That stopped the third. That stopped third quarter momentum. They came out of a timeout. They stopped everything.
That was nuts.
Insane.
We got to take a short break. We got a full half hour left with these two guys. The great Michael Rapaport. I want to talk about his appearance last night on Newsmax, and of course the Israel trip. Cory Zelnik will talk more about the Knicks. 30 more minutes with these two great New York gentlemen.
What is Brian? He's Fox News, right?
He does Fox and Friends in the morning.
Okay.
And then he has a 10 p.m. show Sunday nights called One Nation.
10 p.m. is too late for me.
We tape it Friday afternoon.
Okay.
And it gets much bigger numbers than Rob. I like Rob. Rob's a good guy, good-looking guy. But he clearly doesn't follow you because I don't imagine you voted for Trump.
Let me ask you something. Yeah. Who in 2020, when I hear that back, I'm like, who? I should have been like, yo, don't you have any manners, man? You don't ask people. Like, my wife's like not down with that. She's like, yo, you don't ask people. You don't ask people, who did you vote for?
Right.
I don't know.
Have I ever done that?
No, but I'm saying like that.
No, I know you voted for Trump. I know you did.
Now that
but
I've
never asked you.
Who asked somebody that?
Is that worse, Cory, than asking your wife how old she is?
Yeah, it is. It really
it's
is.
in the same ballpark.
It's really in the same. Exactly. It's in the vicinity. You can't talk
like
about
I don't know you like that.
Exactly.
I just met you.
Yeah. If you want to get to know Mike better than Rob Schmidt, you can find him next Thursday at the Funny Bone in Connecticut. It's a great place. Friday and Saturday in Albany.
Yes.
And then you're back in Connecticut at the Funny Bone, right?
No, I'll be at the Funny Bone Thursday in Connecticut. And then I'll be in Albany the 16th and 17th, which is going to be fun. And tickets are available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. The people in Albany and Connecticut, are they listening
100%.
to Sid right now?
100%.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
Are we worldwide?
Well, with the phones.
Okay.
Do you know,
right. The phones. My guy Judah, he's listening right now.
Right now. I actually got a rating in Israel last month. A real rating. That's unbelievable. Because people listen everywhere with the phones.
Right.
And I got to tell you, the first time I saw Mike Cory, you remember this, he was at Caroline's. I didn't know Mike very well at the time. One of my housewife friends said, go see Mike Rapaport. So I go.
You have friends in the Housewives?
I used to. Yeah. And I got to tell you, Mike he's a tremendous actor. You know that.
Yeah,
tremendous.
I told him I love
tremendous.
his work.
But what a great stand-up
Thank
routine.
you. It was fun.
Great.
I love performing live. There's nothing like it.
You've been doing it for years now.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
But you got the number wrong last night.
What do you mean?
You said to Schmidt, we got to get our 59 hostages back.
Yeah.
I got bad news for you. It's 56. Because
56.
I believe they executed 3.
Everybody
There's only
needs to
21
come back.
still alive.
I don't trust anything that comes out of that zoo.
Right. Well, Trump said it 2 days ago.
Well, there's 59 people that are that were stolen on October 7th that need to come home.
Dead or alive?
100%.
Yeah.
Nobody can rest and breathe until they know the fate of their loved ones, their families, their fathers, their mothers, their kids. You can't rest and breathe. It's why are they there? Why are you keeping bodies that are deceased?
Because
You
they're
animals.
That's right. So, Cory, here you got Rap. He's been to Israel more than anybody I know since October the 7th, to his credit. How many times do you think?
6.
6. I'm gone 3. You're a really proud Jew, like us. I don't think you've been to Israel.
No, I haven't. And Michael was telling me off air that I have to go. So
you got to go.
I'll talk to Jessica. We'll make a plan.
Yeah,
you should go.
You could have seen Patrick Beverly play a basketball game. You love basketball,
right?
Exactly.
Amari Stoudemire. Once in a while, you see him in the courts in Tel Aviv.
Rabbi Stoudemire.
Yeah, he's serious. He's a great.
He's
very
a real
inspiring.
Jew.
Yeah.
So
was your trip different?
It was completely different. So the first time I went was 2 months after the war, and that was still scary, guys. You know that. Course.
Yeah, sure.
Then I went back last year on the 1-year commemoration of October the 7th with Michael.
Right, and we were there. We had a great time.
We had a great time.
It was very emotional, but we had a
great time. So we had
impactful
dinner. That Wednesday night we had dinner. The guy who owns Shiloh Winery.
Yes.
I was with him last week, and he made this big speech, and he said, Sid Rosenberg, and he goes, and Michael Rapaport. That's all this guy does. He actually acknowledged you, which was very nice.
I was going to make this trip. I was too sick.
Plus, you were working.
I was working.
Yeah.
And the last time I was there, I was so sick. But yeah, I shot a little thing.
Yeah.
But I was so.
You didn't feel well. Well,
Man.
this trip, it was different because
I wanted to go.
There was no war. There was no commemoration. I wanted to be there for Yom HaZikaron, which is Memorial Day, which they do a lot differently, guys, in Israel. Here, we go to the beach, we get drunk, we have a barbecue. There, they actually mourn. I went to Mount Herzl. I saw 3,000, 4,000 soldiers crying. I saw the gravesite of Bibi's brother. It was the most emotional day I've ever had.
Wow.
But then they flipped the switch at 6 o'clock that night, and it goes from Yom HaZikaron to Yom HaTzmaut, which is Independence Day.
Nice.
And they go to dancing in the streets and partying.
That's the beauty of Israel.
You got to go those 2 days.
Yeah.
Those 2 days, Memorial Day, and I had the chance both of those days to spend a lot of time with Bibi Netanyahu.
So, wow. I was going to ask you when you are around him, because politicians, it's such a specific way they're presented. Did you get a sense of what he's like when there are no cameras? Did you have any chance to be around him when there's nobody sort of looking?
Yes. I've actually been to Tila Falek's house when he's smoking a cigar with her father, Simon Falek. And there are no cameras, and there are no politicians. He's a jovial guy.
That's great.
I told
That's
you,
great.
Cory.
Yeah.
Last time, not this trip, the trip before, I'm asking about him. He goes, forget about me. Tell me about you. What do you do? The radio show, Trump, This trip was a little more serious because both of those days were legitimate holidays. There was a lot of people, but there's a video. If you go into my page, you
I
can
saw
see
it.
Yeah. That video, I lean into his ear and I go, Bibi, Trump just appointed me. And he looks up and he takes my hand and he says, and I quote, Mazel tov. I look forward to working with you, Sid.
That's great. That's fabulous.
Isn't that crazy?
Fabulous. That's fabulous.
Like for you, that would be like, give me an example.
I don't know. You know,
Michael Ray Richardson coming over.
Michael Ray
Sugar Ray Richardson.
No, that
The great Sugar Ray
the
Richardson.
ship
Hey,
be
don't
sink- the
laugh.
ship
He,
be
he
sinking.
was great. He was great.
Yeah,
my God.
tall, big point guard.
Let me tell you, that back
6'5".
that backcourt of Michael Ray and Ray Williams
Oh,
was
sure.
a great backcourt.
No, absolutely.
Great. So anyway, yes.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was a good time. Well, better time for Michael.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was having a good time.
He was having a great time.
Sugar Ray. He was good.
Yeah.
So you're going to go back probably in the fall, right?
October would be, that would be
It's the best
special.
weather.
Yeah, and I was maybe going this summer, but I was there last summer. It's very, very hot.
Too hot. Too
very,
hot.
very to go there.
Yeah.
Is tough. But I'll go anytime. I mean, it's such a important time to go. Anybody who can go to it, you have to go.
I know.
But anybody that can go, Jewish or not, you should absolutely go. It's
Jewish.
an incredible,
Yeah,
special
Jesus.
place.
Jesus.
It's
It's his place,
yes,
right, too?
and Jesus. No disrespect, but he is probably the world's most famous Jew ever.
100%. Well, mitzvah in Lawrence, Long Island. It's a true story.
Well,
Were you there?
You're sneaking up on Jesus, by the way.
I am.
You're sneaking up
I'm
on
going to
Jesus.
catch him soon.
You're sneaking up
I'm
on
going to catch him
Jesus.
soon.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, it's true, though. And so it's the birthplace of just about everything. And the beauty is everywhere you walk, there's history.
Everywhere.
Everywhere you walk.
And food and beautiful people and unique,
Yeah.
just a lot of heart.
Yeah.
A lot of heart is a good way to describe it. And good, the food is sick.
Food is great.
And beautiful beaches.
Oh, I was in Tel Aviv on Saturday. It's like Miami Beach. Same thing, Cory. In fact, there's a hotel right in Tel Aviv Beach. It's called Miami Beach Hotel. It's hilarious. But Miami Beach has old people sometimes. This is all young, to Mike's point, beautiful. They're jogging, they're running, they're biking, they're brown skinned, they're green eyed, they're drinking, they're eating. You'd never know that a war ever started. You'd never know.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
But we're under
It-
attack
the war-
right
Yeah, I was
now.
going to say ongoing. Not that it's ongoing.
It is.
It never
right.
stops.
Well, I'm glad you said that, Cory, because I was with a tour guide on Sunday, and she said, this is not over, right? You can't, there are things you look at here, you go, oh, yeah, 100 years ago, 50 years ago. Although it's not over here either. Because like you said, Mike, you walk the streets of New York, whether you're at Brooklyn College yesterday, Columbia 2 days ago, there's a war in New York.
It's
It's gross.
You can't even Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to just say, if there are people in Israel, I just saw on my phone that those Yemenites, the Houthis from Yemen are attacking Israel right now. And there's probably some of your fans listening that are in a shelter or just got out of shelter right now.
Yeah.
And, just giving everybody,
your
wishing
aunt
everybody peace and safety.
His aunt, who's a sweet lady, Aunt Sherry and Uncle Benny, they live right by Tel Aviv. He just said, Justin, they're in a shelter right now. And they listen every day.
Yeah.
Have you done that yet? Been in a shelter?
Yes.
But it's pretty scary, bro.
It's pretty scary. It's surreal because when I've gone in the shelter, I've only had to go in the shelter three, 4 times. You don't get used to it. But people from Israel, they're very used to it.
Yeah.
Which is not something you should be used to.
No, but even you saying I only went in 3 or 4 times.
Right.
I mean, to me that sentence is
It's
insane.
far out.
Yeah,
But kids,
that's their life.
My friend just sent me a picture with her husband and her 2 young kids, and you can only tell kids for so long. Oh, it's a horn outside, or there was. They know.
Yeah, of course.
But it's crazy. Israel's been under attack 10 hours since it was announced as a state, and it's been under attack for 77 years straight. And I feel like the world should try 77 years with leaving Israel the F alone and see how that goes. I feel like it would be more beneficial to everybody.
Perfect. They did just celebrate their 77th birthday. To Mike's point, last Thursday when I was there for Independence Day. We'll take a short break. It's been an incredible hour. Cory Zelnik and Michael Rapaport will come back at the final thoughts. If the Knicks go up 3-0, that'll be euphoria.
Oh my gosh!
They lose and it's 2-1. It may be
It's
7.
2-1.
It's 2-1, exactly.
Then we got the next game where we 3-1, and that's
Okay,
when we go.
so no matter
3-1.
what happens tomorrow, you're okay with it.
This is a fight. This isn't a one game. This isn't the NCAA tournament. It's the NBA playoffs. 7-game series. You're down 2-0 because you lost in Boston twice. You gave up a 20-point lead, not once, twice, 2 times, just like the New York Giants beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Twice. Not
Eli
once.
Manning, Brady, that's right.
2 times.
But don't you perform in Boston every now and then?
I love, and let me tell you something. Boston crowds and Philadelphia crowds.
Great.
I love them.
No, I love them because they
get it.
If you come to see me perform, you obviously got a good sense of humor. So you break, but I believe in breaking chops. You have to give it as good as you
but
get
you're
it.
right. I mean, the truth is, cities like Boston and Philly, they want to be New York. They want to be New York.
And they're great
close.
cities.
Right.
But you ain't New York.
No, you're not New York.
And they got great sports teams. And you might have more championships here and more Super Bowls there. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This
is better.
Despite all our flaws.
We have more crime. We win.
We win everything. Better fashion, better food.
We got it all.
This is the Mecca.
We
are the Mecca.
So what's
Mecca.
going to happen tomorrow, Cory? Cory Zelnik, what happens tomorrow?
We're going to win 3-0. We're up 3-0.
There's no doubt in your mind.
I think we're going to win the series. I think we win the series in 5.
Oh my!
Wow, this is unbelievable.
I think if we win 3-0.
You know what the worst part is? If you guys are right and the Knicks somehow beat the reigning champs, which nobody in their lives could have predicted, and then Indiana kills us in the Eastern Conference Finals.
What's what
Dave Portnoy told me.
What are you talking about?
Come on.
What are you talking about?
You bring this crap every week. What is that?
You're Mister. They're going to win a championship all season, and then now Indiana. What are you?
Indiana's good. They're killing Cleveland.
They are good.
You know what? You should be a
good.
politician.
Let's just take it one step at a time. Let's beat Boston.
That's it. Well, you're the one who's talking about Indiana. You're talking about finals and championships, and we're talking about we want to get through tomorrow.
Right.
3:30 p.m. tomorrow at the Garden, when the Garden becomes Eden once again.
The Garden. I love that. We got to end the show on that, right? When the Garden becomes Eden. Does anybody else ever say that?